Hello, beautifuls. It's Tuesday. Take a deep breath. Exhale. I'm going to keep talking. Take 3 deep breaths. This is what I envision as I'm middle-aged, as like my hair dreams. This is what I've always envisioned. And I actually want a gray stripe in the middle. So hopefully I'll go gray soon. I'm one of those non-binary trans people. One of those that like my facial hair is going gray, but my head hair is not going gray. So I'm not quite sure what that has to do with being trans, but here we are. It's non-binary. It's like gray and non-gray in the same person. We're non-binary. So I have a beautiful email in front of me, and I want to respond to it for you all. On this channel, in my life, we talk about surviving these days when the world seems so chaotic and so difficult. Chaotic, conflicted, curmudgeonly world we're living in. How do we take care of ourselves, and how do we keep that breath going and deeply love ourselves? And in these videos, I take your emails and I respond to them, and some of your comments. I don't read comments on the internet, but my staff, it's not that big of a team. My team gets the comments together, and I can respond to them here in the videos with you. So this is an email. Subject line, I almost said subject matter, subject line, thank you. The email: hi Jeffrey, I'm sorry if I'm writing too often lately. It's really okay. You can email me. And I actually love getting your emails and talking to you, and I have people to run the inbox, so it is no bother at all. I'm sorry if I'm writing too often lately. It's just that you have become, in my mind, of course, a really good friend. You know, I read your emails and then I pontificate. This parasocial thing, it's real. That is not what parasocial means. My channel, the content I make, we have a real connection. And I hope beyond hope that you think of me as your real friend. In my mind, of course, I think you're a really good friend, and I get excited to tell you things that I've learned from your book, or from your YouTube, or from your social, or from YouTube. I'm a pre-social media generation, LOL. So maybe you won't see this video. That's what has exploded into my consciousness today. I was watching your video on guilt yesterday, and I think they must mean YouTube. Maybe the video I did last week that went viral, that was about guilt. And I've been reading about the authority of my experience in your book this morning. That's Take Your Own Advice. I had a situation where I did something, not something wrong, just something that risked other people's disapproval, and guilt washed over me. It's a good story. This is quotes inside the person's head. I'm being an awful person. I shouldn't need to do this. Then I guess it was setting a boundary or something. Then I had a hang on a minute thought. What if feeling guilty about everything, i.e., this is theirs in parentheses, i.e. anything which might risk disapproval or might run counter to the don't ever things I was taught as a child. Yeah, something that might run counter to the don't ever things, like don't ever do this. If you do anything outside of that, you should feel guilty. What if that is just part of the authority of my experience, and I don't have to feel so guilty about feeling so guilty? Okay, so what I think this person means is, what if we don't have to put an extra layer of guilt on top of feeling guilty when you're doing like self-help, when you're doing kindness to yourself. What if you don't have to have the extra layer of feeling bad for having felt guilty? And I advocate this. I can't, then this person goes on to say, what if I can just say, I'm feeling awfully guilty about that, but that's okay. I advocate that. And then this person says, I can't tell you how freeing, energizing, and empowering that idea feels. Thank you so much for that message. That's inspiring to me. And so often when I read all of your emails and you're jumping in for any reason whatsoever, I feel inspired. These morning sessions, and it's, LOL, 2:30 in the afternoon here in California. But these sessions are some of my favorites because I get to hear from and know what's on your exact mind. And I truly enjoy connecting with you this way. So I want to tell you a little brief story. I'm happy in large part because I've earned it. People look at me and don't expect, people look at a lot of femme people. Let me let you get a better look. People think of a lot. This is where my ring light is. People look at me and think you shouldn't be happy. And honestly, if someone's a cis person, it angers them sometimes. It just upsets them because they're not happy. And they look at me and they think, definitely you, Jeffrey, should not be happy. You should be dripping with queer self-hate. And I'm not. And I think the self-love and self-kindness I have is so beautiful, so delightful, so deep, so earned that it is extra sweet. My queer self-kindness is something I have worked hard for. So I get the extra, just like our friend in the email was saying, that you can be guilty, feel guilty, and then feel guilty for feeling guilty. I get to feel good and then feel good that I have earned feeling good. The layer stacking can work in the other direction. And if you are of a marginalized group, you're a woman, you're a person of color, you're any sort of group that's been sidelined and told of all the people on earth, you shouldn't feel good. And yet you've done a lot of self-care and self-kindness work that you do feel good. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And actually, in this genre we're in, where so much is in chaos, where the world is in chaos, where we don't know what's going to happen day to day. Someone like me doesn't know if, what's going to happen to us. Do you know how many friends I have who've moved? We don't know what's going to happen to us. We better enjoy every single second of every day. We better be delighted every single moment. So I just want to say I'm grateful for you. I'm glad to be alive. And I'm not wrapping up yet, but I think you should seriously consider feeling good for a while. Isn't that funny to say? My teacher at the monastery where I trained wrote a book called Suffering is Optional. And you just see that book cover in a bookstore, a spiritual bookstore, a Buddhism bookstore, and you're like, no. But to a large extent, and I won't, you can read the book if you want to find out what exactly she was talking about. But to me, you deserve to feel good for a while. Just watch your favorite show, play your favorite game that you had as a child, buy Barbies again. I've been seriously considering buying Barbies again. Because I literally schemed to have a Barbie when I was a kid. And I was considering just, now I'm a middle-aged adult with my own income. I'm just going to buy Barbies again. I've been seriously considering doing it. Just be free again. Just be happy again. It's really wonderful talking to you on a Tuesday. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for your DMs. Thank you for your reaching out to us. I truly love and appreciate you. Thank you.